Most dog owners believe obedience comes from commands, treats, or strict rules. They focus on sit, stay, and come, wondering why their dog listens one day and completely ignores them the next. The truth is simple but powerful. Obedience does not start with commands. It starts with relationship. Relationship-based dog training is not about dominance, force, or endless bribing with food. It's about trust, communication, and leadership that your dog wants to follow. When your relationship is strong, obedience becomes natural. When it's weak, even the best techniques fail. Dogs are social animals. In the wild, they survive by forming strong bonds within their group. They don't follow leaders because of fear. They follow because that leader provides safety, clarity, and consistency. Your dog is looking for the same thing from you. Many behavior problems, pulling on the leash, ignoring recall, jumping, barking, or stubbornness, are not training problems. They are relationship problems. The dog either doesn't trust your guidance, doesn't see value in listening, or is confused about boundaries. Traditional obedience methods often skip this foundation. They jump straight into commands without asking one key question: why should my dog listen to me? Relationship-based training answers that question first. At the core of this approach are three pillars: trust, communication, and consistency. Trust means your dog feels safe with you. Safe to make mistakes, safe to explore the world, safe to look to you for direction. If your dog fears punishment or unpredictability, they may obey temporarily, but they won't be reliable. Fear shuts down learning. Trust opens it. Communication means understanding your dog's language, not just teaching yours. Dogs communicate constantly through body posture, eye contact, movement, and energy. When owners miss these signals, dogs feel unheard. Relationship-based trainers observe first, then respond. A dog who feels understood becomes more cooperative. Consistency means your dog can predict your responses. If rules change every day, the dog becomes anxious or starts making their own decisions. Clear, calm, and consistent behavior from you builds confidence and respect. One common myth is that being loving spoils a dog. In reality, love without structure creates confusion, while structure without love creates fear. Relationship-based training balances both. For example, calling your dog repeatedly while they ignore you weakens your bond. From the dog's perspective, words lose meaning. Relationship-based training teaches you to set your dog up for success, guide them gently, and reinforce engagement before asking for obedience. Another critical element is time spent together with purpose. Walks are not just exercise, they're bonding experiences. Training is not just practice, it's communication. Play is not just fun, it's trust building. When your dog sees you as a calm, fair, and confident guide, they naturally want to follow you. Obedience becomes cooperation instead of conflict. This is why relationship-based dog training works with puppies, adult dogs, rescues, and even stubborn breeds. It doesn't force behavior, it builds it from the inside out. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into how to build this relationship every single day, using simple habits most owners overlook, but that change everything. A strong relationship with your dog isn't built in a single training session. It's built through daily interactions, small habits, and consistent leadership. Most owners train for 5 or 10 minutes a day, but unknowingly weaken the relationship for the other 23 hours. Relationship-based dog training focuses on how you live with your dog, not just how you command them. The first daily habit that strengthens your bond is engagement before obedience. Before asking your dog to sit, stay, or come, ask yourself, is my dog mentally connected to me right now? A distracted dog cannot learn. Relationship-based trainers always gain attention first, using calm energy, movement, or gentle encouragement before giving a command. When your dog chooses to focus on you, obedience becomes easier. The second habit is clear, calm leadership. Leadership doesn't mean yelling, intimidating, or dominating. It means being predictable. Dogs thrive on clarity. If jumping is sometimes allowed and sometimes punished, the dog becomes confused. Relationship-based leadership sets rules that are fair, consistent, and unemotional. Your dog doesn't need you to be loud, they need you to be clear. Boundaries play a huge role in trust. Many people think boundaries push dogs away, but in reality, boundaries make dogs feel safe. When you calmly guide your dog away from unwanted behavior instead of reacting with anger, you teach them how to succeed. Over time, your dog starts choosing the right behavior on their own. Another powerful tool is shared activities with purpose. Walks, playtime, and training shouldn't exist separately. A relationship-based walk is not just letting your dog pull you from scent to scent, it's a shared experience where your dog checks in with you, matches your pace, and understands direction. This strengthens your bond far more than physical exercise alone. Play is also a communication tool. Structured play, where you start and end the game, pause for calm behavior, and reward focus, teaches impulse control and cooperation. Your dog learns that fun comes through you, not in spite of you. Rewarding desired behavior is essential, but relationship-based training goes beyond treats. Your attention, praise, freedom, and play are powerful rewards. When your dog learns that listening to you unlocks good things, obedience feels rewarding rather than forced. Equally important is how you respond to mistakes. Dogs don't learn from punishment, they learn from guidance. If your dog ignores a command, relationship-based trainers don't repeat it endlessly or scold. They reset the situation, lower distractions, and help the dog succeed. Success builds confidence, and confident dogs listen better. Daily routines matter more than occasional training sessions. Feeding time, doorways, car rides, and greetings are all opportunities to practice calm behavior and reinforce connection. Teaching your dog to wait calmly before meals or exits builds patience and respect without saying a word. Perhaps the most overlooked element is emotional control from the owner. Dogs mirror our energy. Frustration creates tension. Calm confidence creates cooperation. When you slow down, breathe, and guide instead of react, your dog feels it and responds. Relationship-based dog training isn't about perfection, it's about progress, understanding, and teamwork. When your dog trusts you, understands you, and feels secure around you, obedience stops being a battle. In Part 3, we'll reveal why relationship-based training creates lifelong obedience, how it fixes stubborn behaviors, and why it works even when treats and commands fail. One of the biggest frustrations dog owners face is inconsistency. Their dog listens perfectly at home, but ignores them outside, obeys when treats are visible, but forgets everything when distractions appear. This happens because many dogs are trained to respond to tools, not trust. Relationship-based dog training solves this problem at its root. When obedience is built on treats, commands, or corrections alone, it's conditional. The dog listens only when motivation is high or consequences are clear. But when obedience is built on relationship, it becomes reliable, even without rewards in your hand. Dogs that trust and respect their owner don't ask, "What do I get if I listen?" They ask, "What are we doing together?" That shift changes everything. One reason this method works long-term is emotional security. Dogs that feel secure don't need to test boundaries constantly. They don't feel the urge to pull, bark, or disobey to gain control of situations. They already trust that their owner will guide them safely. This reduces anxiety-based behaviors dramatically. Relationship-based training is especially powerful for so-called stubborn dogs. These dogs are usually independent thinkers, not disobedient. When forced, they resist. When respected, they cooperate. By building trust instead of pressure, these dogs choose to listen. Another strength of this approach is adaptability. Life changes. new environments, guests, children, other dogs. A dog trained only through repetition struggles to generalize. A dog trained through relationship understands how to look to their owner for direction in any situation. Recall is a perfect example. A command-trained recall works when distractions are low. A relationship-trained recall works because coming back to you feels safe, rewarding, and familiar. You are not just a voice, you're home base. This method also prevents future behavior problems. Many issues don't appear because the dog can't obey, but because the relationship weakens over time. Inconsistent routines, lack of engagement, and emotional reactions slowly erode trust. Relationship-based training reinforces connection daily, preventing problems before they start. Another major advantage is confidence on both sides. Owners stop feeling frustrated and powerless. Dogs stop feeling confused and stressed. Training becomes cooperation, not confrontation. This confidence feeds back into the relationship, strengthening it even more. Importantly, relationship-based training doesn't reject obedience commands, it enhances them. Commands become clearer, timing improves, responsiveness increases. Obedience feels natural, not mechanical. Perhaps the most beautiful result of this method is freedom. When your dog listens because they trust you, you gain freedom. Freedom on walks, freedom off leash, freedom in social situations, and freedom from constant correction. Relationship-based dog training isn't a shortcut, it's a foundation. But once built, it lasts a lifetime. Because when your dog doesn't obey out of fear or food, but out of connection, you don't just have a trained dog, you have a partner.